Hello everybody. Before we get into this video, I would like to welcome y'all to my brand new channel, ZoiPhoria. You can call me Zo for short. But as y'all can clearly see that we have some updates today, and I want to cover some of those updates and keep y'all updated as we dive into Inzoi Planet. So for those who are wondering if the game is coming to the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox One, do not be concerned because those platforms will in fact be getting the game once the game has a full release. Now, before we actually dive all the way and get into the meat and potatoes of the article that y'all can clearly see, I do want to cover some topics, especially one in particular, and that's the view body, the Inzoi hate, and quite a few other things that I've been noticing since the early access has been granted to certain individuals that has been streaming and uploading content. And it's kind of odd that they're allowing these individuals the demo, or should I say the early access, when they're nothing but EA shields and EA haters. And I'm quite sure most of y'all have also been seeing some of this unnecessary hate on a game that's in early access, let alone a game that's only been in development for about 2 years. And we're talking about the Sims content creators. They're literally hating on Inzoi as if Inzoi has been in development for well over 11 years, like The Sims. Now, let's look at Inzoi for what it is, and let's look at The Sims for what it is. When The Sims launched, that was one of the worst disasters I've seen in Sims history. Let's not forget. And I know a lot of people are not really talking about that, but I'm going to. When The Sims dropped, and we're talking about before all the DLC, The Sims was in shambles. It was not a good launch. As a matter of fact, when you look at Inzoi as of right now, from its early access, it is far superior to the way The Sims was at. And what makes it even worse is that even after all the paid DLC, how is it that a game that's in early access is already being talked about as if as a competitor of The Sims, when we already know that The Sims had an 11+ year head start? That should tell you something. Something is eerie going on, because now I'm starting to read comments that are starting to appear to be bots. So we have to understand that there is a EA, this juggernaut, that is fearful of losing its #1 spot. I think as a community, we should make sure that EA lose that #1 spot, because as of right now, all they have been doing has been charging us DLC after DLC after DLC, and the DLC is not even good. But let's dive into the article. It says, during early access, Inzoi will only be available on PC via Steam. However, current generation console owners should keep an eye out, as there are plans to eventually release Inzoi on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and S, which is a good thing, because now that you think about it, we don't have to worry about it taking so long for the game to come to console. Now, I'm on my PC. I have a very powerful PC, so I'll be able to run the game on ultra everything. You know what I'm saying? But for those who have like a, let's say, mid-tier or even low-end tier, as far as my understanding is that this game will run pretty good on a mid-tier a mid-tier PC and a low-end PC. So that, if that's the case, I say that would be wonderful. That would give the game even more, a bigger chance of succeeding, because it'll be in more people's hands. Let's continue. This will reportedly happen when the game leaves early access and fully releases. Now, I think I was saying that earlier. It says Steam players wondering if they can try out Inzoi on their Steam Deck will be glad to know they can, and it will reportedly run pretty fine. This is despite it not being officially verified by Valve at the time of writing. It said during the initial stages of early release, Early release. Players will only be able to use the mouse and keyboard, but controller support for Inzoi is planned for the future. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm used to the mouse and keyboard, especially with simulator type games. But I wouldn't mind trying to see how it would feel on a controller. I think that just having the option to go from keyboard, mouse to controller is always a plus. Give people options. The more options you give your customer, the more satisfied your customer will be. How much will Inzoi cost, and will there be DLC? It said Inzoi will cost $40 according to developers crafting, who aim to put players above profit. Players should be aware, however, that this is an early access version of the game, meaning some features will not exist yet, and there will be lots of room for improvement. That is a very good price point. I'm sorry. That's the price of DLC for The Sims. And as we have seen already, I'm stoked. We have seen already that The Sims, they're selling us $40, $30 DLC trash right now. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not a Sims hater. I'm not an EA hater. I've been a giant fan. I can show y'all the hours spent. I can show y'all all the DLC. Now let me just give y'all a heads up when we come to me, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm a Sims hater. Now, imagine this. I play Sims. My oldest daughter plays Sims. My wife plays Sims. Imagine buying 3 copies of the game. Imagine buying 3 copies of every single DLC that drops. Imagine how much money I spent, or we spent. Imagine that. That's not a Sims hater. That's a Sims supporter. Not only did I support the game, I actually got my daughter interested in, and my wife interested into the game. My wife even makes like mods. She know how to mod, do modded clothes, and just she learned how to mod. She taught herself. That's how invested and involved us as a family that we and support as a family when it came to EA and The Sims. But they have been disappointing us over and over again with the DLC and us to death. Let's keep going. It said, with this in mind, crafting have started that all updates and DLC released during early access will be free. How long early access will last is indefinite at this time, but it sounds like there may be paid DLC after 1.0 release. Now, I'm kind of happy to see that there will be, in fact, some type of paid DLC in the future, because I was a little concerned. It sounds good at the beginning, but we need the funding to continue, or funding to come from somewhere in order for them to keep updating the game. After all, ain't nothing free in this world. But the state that Inzoi is in, even at early access, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to be honest with y'all. To me personally, it's beating the brakes off The Sims 4. We have been playing The Sims since Sims 1. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know about Sims when Sims 1 first came out. It was years later before I even knew what The Sims was. But I didn't skip and jump to Sims 2 and 3. No. When I discovered Sims, the existence of The Sims, I went all the way back. We went to Sims 1, and we had all the DLC, all the DLC that came with all the packs, everything, the Ultimate Edition. And when we played that until we couldn't play it no more, then we graduated to Sims 2. Again, we started from Sims 1 all the way up to Sims 4. And it's embarrassing to see EA and some of these content creators on YouTube and other social media outlets completely hate on the game that's in early access because they refuse to let go of the status quo. They are afraid of losing their income. But don't get it twisted. They're covering Inzoi because it's bringing them money and viewership. But on the back end of that viewership and the money that they're making from monetization, They're side dissing the game. They're trying to hurt the game before it's fully released. Why? Competition is good. Keep that in mind. EA had a monopoly of the sim genre for how many years now? And just because somebody else threw their hat into the ring, now everybody is panicking. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Allow others to throw their hat in the ring, and let's give them a shot. Give them a chance. Let's see. Let's see where we end up. I think that if Inzoi wasn't a threat to the Sims monopoly or EA's monopoly, we wouldn't be seeing the bots in the comment section. We won't be seeing Sims content creator bashing a game and just creating problems out of thin air. They're creating problems that don't exist yet. And you see, I said yet, because we don't even know if it exists or not. We haven't seen nothing they're talking about. They're talking about future problems and stuff, as if they have a crystal ball and they're Nostradamus. Let's give them a chance. And I'm gonna call too, I should say, to all the Inzoi creators. Let's continue to make content in a positive light. Let's guarantee the success of this Sims competitors. Because as of right now, Inzoi is in a very good place. And we can make sure it stays that way as long as we support them and back them and give them all the things that they need to, all the tools that they need to succeed. It's my video for today. I hope y'all enjoy it. We're gonna make sure that we be the Inzoi police, and we're gonna keep all these haters' feet to the flame, and we're gonna keep on creating good content. For those who are new to my page, I'm gonna report everything Inzoi. Matter of fact, you can read the description. It'll let you know about this channel. And I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated as much as possible, but I'm gonna also keep these haters' feet to the flames. But I'm gonna also be pumping out content, a ton of content when it comes to Inzoi. I'm waiting for the game to come out. I apologize. I only have access to the demo. I didn't get an early key access or whatever they was giving. I didn't get one of those. So I'm gonna be purchasing the game just like everybody else. And once the game drops, I will, unless they send me a key where I can actually stream it. Like, again, I have a very powerful PC. I'm talking about, my PC is so matter of fact, I'll give a specs update on it or something like that if y'all want to know something like that. But I know y'all come for Inzoi information. Now I'm rambling. I would like to apologize and let me end this video, but I will cover everything Inzoi. I love y'all. I see you on the flip-flop. Y'all have a good one. Inzoi family. I'm gonna come up with a name too. Let me see. Zoisters? That sounds corny. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good one.